Welcome guys to another episode on the Extra Mile. My name is Alex and welcome to KartKraft, the very first episode with this brand new sim which is in early access since yesterday. I did not know about this game until yesterday actually, until I saw a few posts on Reddit and thought, man, this looks actually really beautiful. And as you can see, it does. It almost looks photorealistic actually, and listen to that. The sound is amazing. So to preface what I will say about the driving experience, I have adjusted my wheel a little bit so it matches the in-game wheel, which was not that easy. I have played with the force feedback settings a little bit. There's maybe more to gain, but it does feel relatively good now. So yeah, what is this game and what are the pros and cons of this early version? This is a karting simulation, and the pros are definitely visuals and sounds. They are amazing. When it comes to the actual driving experience, well, let's do a few laps. Oh, actually, we can't do more laps because I just finished what I'm supposed to do here. I was supposed to beat a time, and yeah. So let's get back on the track, beat another time, and see how this feels. So, the physics. I just recently recorded a kart race in Buttkickers 2. Some of you may have seen that episode. I can hear another kart. Is that just me? Is there another dude? Oh yeah, there he is. Ghost kart. Anyway, so I was very impressed by the force feedback in that case in Buttkickers 2, and the general handling of the kart really reminded me what I know from real karts. This is a little bit tricky to describe. I feel like the rear end in these karts is way too loose, So let me show you. There you can feel it stepping out, and I feel like it steps out at very low speeds, at very low cornering forces. There's basically no way that you can... There we have it again. I have a hard time trusting this kart in the corners. I'm having a hard time getting a feel for it. And I want to emphasize again, this is early access. All of this is subject to change. Let's get him in front again so we don't finish this race or time attack mode and get thrown to the menu. I feel like a hardcore kart simulation should put the physics pretty much on top of the list. It should feel good, it should be fun, and this does not feel like what I remember a kart feels like. It's hard to place the kart, it's hard to be precise with it. The steering, although it is very direct, I feel like I have to do a lot of corrections all the time. There we had that loose rear end again, and that does not feel like a kart at all. So I think there's a lot of potential here, but they have not quite reached it. It does feel a little bit unnatural. But anyway, let's yeah, there we had that weird stepping out again. I mean, karts can drift in real life, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't feel right, is probably the best way to put it. And again, this is early access. All of this can be tuned. It's so loose, it feels... Usually when you drive a kart in real life, most of you guys will have done that. You have that very grippy and darty feeling that you can change directions very quickly, and this feels more like a drift car where the rear end is set up to be unstable. The rear end is so loose on this one. Whoa, no. Yeah, again, it just feels wrong. I mean, I gotta be honest here. You know that I praise games when they deserve it, and this certainly deserves praise in a lot of areas. It looks beautiful, it sounds amazing, but the physics, they're not there yet. Not even close. Not even close. This feels like a weird hybrid between a car and a kart, and not in a good way. You're always correcting a slide a little bit, which is not what you do in a kart. No. Would I personally, recommend getting this? I don't know. If you really love kart racing, if that's a passion of yours, then probably yes, you probably should get it. Let's let that guy drive in front. Whoa. The visuals are undeniably beautiful, no doubt about that, and I think there's a lot of potential here. The physics, however, and I think the visuals and the sounds don't really matter if it's not fun to drive, and unfortunately at the moment the handling is more frustrating than it's fun. Look at that. I mean, that does not happen. A go-kart with this power level does not power slide out of a mild left-hand turn. That just does not happen. And that's a little bit frustrating, at least to me. When I feel that something is not quite right, that I can't play with the kart as I would in real life, and you then have to learn the quirks of the sim in order to drive it correctly instead of applying what you know from real life, then it gets a little bit frustrating for me. And there's basically no corner here where the kart does not oversteer, either on corner entry, corner exit, or mid corner. Again, that just does not happen in real life, I'm sorry. I mean, of course you can get a car to slide when you try really hard. You can throw it into the corner. You can use some weight shifting like that, but if you do that here, then you just spin around. It's tricky. It's really interesting to see how this further develops over the course of its early access phase. But right now, it's more frustrating than it is fun, to be honest. The sounds are already awesome. The visuals are already awesome, but that's what I mean. You're just power sliding around these corners, and that has nothing to do with what real karts do. And again, they can oversteer. There's a little bit of play at the limit, obviously, but you don't have this grippy feeling here in the sim that you get from real karts. Man, the sounds are spot on though. Yeah, but no, something is wrong. I don't know what it is. It might be a tire physics issue. It's definitely not the suspension setup since there is no suspension. But yeah, you can see it. When I'm close to the limit, I'm just sliding all over the place, and that is not. And again, our little power oversteer corner here that does not make sense. And another one. And another one. Even at slight steering angles at higher speeds, where there just is not enough power to get the wheels to spin, you get oversteer. So whatever they've done with the rear end here, they have to change it. It's a little bit weird, hard to describe. had higher hopes for this, to be honest. When I saw the video yesterday, I thought, man, this looks amazing. I gotta get this, I gotta test this, I gotta record this for you guys tomorrow. So I did, but there we go again. It's not that fun. So anyway, guys, this is the very first look at KartKraft. There's definitely a lot of potential here, but it's not quite there yet. It will still need some patches and some time and some love. Not in a visual sense, you can see it's already very pretty, it sounds very good, but the physics are not there yet. Let me know what you think in the comments if you have tried this. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching, guys. I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.